Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this video we are going to check out Avalanche's price chart. And now I am seeing some optimistic signs, and it's not actually because of this move down, no, it's because of its previous move right in here. If you remember, in the previous update about AVAX, we were around this area, and the idea was most likely this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up to about this point into wave 3, and I said you need to wait a little bit more and see a correction for 4 and then another move on the upside into wave 5, and this is not really tradable. Why? Because this is kind of the last leg of our move up, and it is very risky to trade, and odds of you in this phase losing money is much more than you making some. So what happened? We did have a correction. I think now we're gonna say to about this point into wave 4, another move into wave 5, and what is happening starting from this high to about here. So here is how I like to argue we are having some optimistic signs in Avalanche. Question: how exactly are you able to find, starting from this point to about here, a 5 wave on the upside? From my point of view, it is pretty close to impossible. And again, I'm just saying that because they say like never say never. So let's just say this: even if it's possible to find a complete 5 wave in this phase, the shape of it is gonna look so odd that it's going to at least make me say that it's not really going to be our primary case. Instead, I think we can argue maybe this is a beautiful correction for wave B and another move on the upside into our ceiling. So why is this optimistic? Because I think there is a chance that we may have an ABC in form of an expanded flat in Avalanche, at least so far, which looks like this. This is our initial move down into a correction for wave B, which in this phase we may take this high and then another move down into wave C, and in it we're going to take the low of our wave A, and for our sub waves, ABC down into A, ABC or maybe WXY up into B, not really that important, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into our ceiling. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. So we said this can be an A, B, C on the upside, and before that I think we can also argue this is an A triangle into wave B, and then like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into wave C. And what is happening from this side? I think we can kind of safely say this is a wave 1, correction for 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into wave 3, correction for 4, another move down into wave 5. And if you want to say the end of our correction in AVAX was actually in here and the low is in and now it's time to go up, well, okay, I think you can absolutely say this is an A, B, C in form of an expanded flat, and on a higher degree maybe we are having a 1, 2, which the next move in this case is going to be a big one up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. So from my point of view, let me just repeat that again. The fact that in this phase up we are kind of unable to find a beautiful 5 wave is definitely an optimistic sign, suggesting this whole phase down is just a correction structure, and after it's over, or maybe it's over already, we're gonna have some more moves up in Avalanche. Now in an ideal scenario, I want to say this move is not actually over. Why? Because this is not really deep enough. That's why I want to tell you maybe this is an ABC flat into wave W. This can be a correction for wave X, and if you see yet another move down in AVAX into our wave Y, potentially yes, in form of an ABC zigzag, do not be surprised and overwhelmingly bearish. Odds are at that point we're just having from here a correction down a WXY in form of a flat and a zigzag, and the overall structure even at that point is still going to remain bullish. Okay, it's very important to understand. So for now I think we are allowed to be a bit more optimistic than before in Avalanche, and again, if we get a move down, it's not going to be a bad sign at all. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in AVAX, and until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.